Norman, I want to begin from you. You had two back-to-back breaking news. I am sure you have bundles of breaking news, Norman. Let us share.
Good morning from Washington, D.C. The wonderful breaking news here is we are starting our holiday season. Christmas is this week. All of the lawmakers are heading home, and families are getting together to go over this week, and hopefully we have a little peace that goes on. Uh, in the news, the United States Coast Guard is currently tracking and ready to seize in Venezuela the third oil tanker. So that process is going on right now, and it's predicted that shortly they will have that third tanker under the United States control. Back here in the United States, in Florida, the United States delegation, including Jared Kushner and Stephen Wynkoff and the Russian delegation, are going over the 20-point plan, trying to finalize the terms for the United States regarding ending this war in Europe with Ukraine and Russia. Uh, Unfortunately, the conversation is still hovering around territory and the sovereign security for Ukraine if they decide to go this way. Uh, right now, the term used is frozen upfront scenario. Basically, we're looking for a long embedded stance stalemate. Uh, Russia is going to basically look like they're going to continue their onslaught unless they agree to the terms. And Russia and Ukraine is looking for support from Europe in terms of funding to survive another year. The United States position is basically is determining whether or not they want to continue to fund or to provide security guarantees in terms of technology.
Sir, would you mind to respond, Ali Ahmed from studio? And I want to add one question with that. How should Ukrainian balance territorial sovereignty with the urgency of ending the war? Should they compromise the territorial sovereignty, or they should focus on ending the war? Because life is stopped in the Ukraine. I just want to get your very experienced opinion. You are watching the development every moment, sir.
Yes, if you can hear me well, the situation in Ukraine is very desperate right now. The troops are tired. The people are tired. The government is very despondent and not uh, focused on winning. Right now, the word is survival. Can we survive another day? Can we survive another month? Can we survive another year? Russia, on the same point, is providing consistent pressure through the use of drones, technology, and weather-related issues to basically manage and provide a frozen outcome for this. Basically, they want to freeze them out, uh, draw and use up the resources, cut off connections, communications, and options, and basically turn over the United States, influence the United States to stop supporting Ukraine. And on the same time, Europe is basically is scrambling, trying to find funds to provide resources so they can survive, not win the war, another year. Uh, there's my opinion that Ukraine has not put forth a plan to for victory, but more they're trying to hold on and just manage another day. They do not want to give up the land. They do not want to come under the rule of Russia, but the situation is coming so desperate that a decision has to be made pretty soon. I fear that the people and the military, the troops will basically not be able to sustain itself without help from Europe. Consequently, Europe has mentioned, I saw a note this morning that Europe is prepared to put troops, uh, well, they are talking about preparing to put troops in Ukraine to maintain stability, not to be an offensive weapon, but to maintain the situation until a ceasefire compromise can be made. This may take a long time because of the issues of territory and sovereignty is on the table, and the Putin administration is not yielding.
How is European unity holding up around this peace process given differing national interest? And along with this, what risk remain if negotiation collapse, fails militarily or geopolitically? Big question for you, sir. You can take time to explain the situation. We don't have any problem.
Yes, the situation is very complex and also very simple. Uh, Pressure has been put on uh, by the United States on Ukraine to come up and concede to this transactional deal. We're talking about a transactional deal. Basically, what are the terms? And the terms are the United States will provide support, technical support, weapons, and whatever to you if you agree to certain concessions. One is the territory, the land. Yes, Ukraine, if they do that, Ukraine will become a landlocked country. Two, NATO. Do not join NATO. They have conceded to that. Three, military reduction. The European Union is speaking about how they're going to provide security, and the United States say they will provide technical security, but not physical security. As you notice, the United States new policy is not to engage in these foreign affairs. They want to be more of a mentor versus a enforcer. So it's a lot of things on the table right now. The situation is evolving as we speak. The plan is if there's no terms, we'll see more and more aggression by Russia. Russia is going to continue pounding Ukraine until they decide, hey, I quit, I give up, and they will then take over the whole area, the whole country, and continue their onslaught for Europe. Remember, they have frozen assets. Russia need the assets. Winning the war is one thing, but they need economic revitalization. They need funds. They need money. They need to get back into the trade matter. The United States is also talking to Russia and other countries about trade and commerce, regardless of what happened, the outcome. They're talking about plans. There's resources there. The United States will have to figure out how they want to manage that and work with the regional countries, all the countries, Russia, all the countries. How do we get along? How do we prolong the situation? So we have a very complex situation. It's not a matter of when or if. It's more important that when and what situation will happen. There's plans in place for either way. We can continue the war with additional funds, prolong it, but at the end of the day, a decision has to be made. Do Ukraine come under the auspices of Russia, or do we continue to fight to a point where right now, we can give up a little, or do we give it all up? And that is the issue with Russia. Russia is prepared to go all the way. They prepare to support, they're supported by their friends, China, to provide the situation so they are not defeated. And at the same time, the United States is prepared as a mediator to go east or west. They are preparing themselves to be neutral to the point that we will support either way. But in the end, there's only one way. That is the way of transactional deal. And that's what we're looking at.